Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. I want to get into a few articles discussing regulations because I feel that's important. If it's important enough for Brad Garlinghouse to state it over and over and over again in his first interview in 2020, then I think it's important for us to understand and know as well. Current time of this article is XRP is 0.1523 when as low as like 11.7 or something. I shared on our Twitter page. Amazing. All right, either which way, the European AML regulations increasing institutional interests in crypto. Dr. Uli Spenkowski, the Boerse Stuttgart's Chief Digital Officer, has revealed the fifth Anti-Money Laundering Directive, AMLD5, unexpectedly increased institutional interest in cryptocurrencies. While speaking on a panel at the Crypto Compare Digital Assets Summit in London, Spenkowski said he was surprised by the positive effect of AMLD5 and what it had on the institutional interest in the cryptocurrency space. He said, "I actually didn't think anything would happen because banks and other financial institutions could already do crypto custody and could do crypto trading." Spenkowski added, however, that since the law came into effect, Boerse Stuttgart saw a lot of interest from the traditional players as well on the cryptocurrency space. The trading platform has listed several crypto products, but in September 2019, fully entered the cryptocurrency space by launching a Bitcoin Euro spot pair on its subsidiary, the Boerse Stuttgart Digital Exchange BSDEX. The executive added that there's a license for trading platform to list cryptocurrencies. Institutional investors must be thinking it must be legit. He added BSDEX has over 120 institutional clients and an open relationship with Germany's financial regulators, and as such can act as a trusted gateway for crypto. He added, "We could be the gate opener for crypto because the traditional financial industry is already connected to us on a European scale." It's worth noting AMLD5, which requires companies based in European Union members to register with local regulators, introduce the KYC checks, and hold information on clients' source of funds. Saw various cryptocurrency firms leave the region. These include Kyberswap and Deribit. As Crypto Globe reported, at least 3 cryptocurrency firms announced they were shutting down because of these regulations. These included Bottleply, which provided users with a service to send crypto via social media, mining pool Simplecoin, and gaming platform Chopcoin. Next article, we have Hester Peirce says the SEC is a partner to crypto as U.S. states chase regulations. I kind of have 2 articles on this, but this second we're only going to highlight one of the dates. Some of the internet's biggest companies, the likes of Amazon, Google, and Facebook, were created from the ruins of the dot-com bubble. Likewise, the crypto ICO bubble seems to have many states rushing to put blockchain laws on the books in order to attract businesses. Recently, the introduction of the Digital Asset and Blockchain Technology Act, the BTA, by New Jersey Assemblywoman Yvonne Lopez, has raised very little attention in the mainstream media, but these are important factors to note when looking at the U.S. regulatory environment. Jay Patel, the founder of venture capital firm Edge 196, spoke to Cointelegraph expressing an opinion that this announcement signals the blockchain companies are further reaching maturity in both ideas and financial engineering. Unlike Wyoming's comprehensive laws, which are designed to support the growth of blockchain companies to flourish while protecting consumers, the New Jersey bill follows the lead of its neighbors in New York in taking an equivocal stance on cryptocurrencies. The jury is out on whether the Empire State's BitLicense is helping or hindering the growth of the digital currency market. And in a wide-ranging conversation with Cointelegraph, the SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce noted the power that states have in regulating cryptocurrency. States have complicated rules as well as a different role to play in the future of cryptocurrency. Currently, states are making decisions about how to use their own authority in a way that complements the SEC framework. Since its inception in 2015, only a handful of companies have been granted a BIT license in New York. Despite hundreds of companies doing business around digital money, the process is creating a bottleneck and business exodus, leading New York to consider changes and even potentially charging firms for governmental oversight. Barb Cornish, a partner in the Washington, D.C. office of the law firm Anderson Kill, told Cointelegraph. The proposed legislation from New Jersey is significant, not for what it actually does, but rather for its balancing of the need for regulation on the one hand, and the desire of the state to be able to attract businesses from New York. New Jersey certainly does not want to attract questionable industry participants, but certainly wants to appear more friendly than New York. New York's recent report that the Department of Financial Services is undergoing a review of the 4-year-old BIT license has created even further confusion in the crypto marketplace. 2 proposed changes affecting coin listings are currently under consideration by New York legislators, which the DFS has outlined in order to create a stronger step forward. The first one states that approved coins will be listed on the DFS's website, and any licensee may choose to list them after notifying the department. Additionally, the DFS will propose a framework for the creation of coin listing policies. Existing licensees should tailor for their current frameworks and submit a coin listing to be approved by the DFS. Once greenlighted, the company may self-certify new coin listings on an ongoing basis. Being able to list on the DFS's site and then self-certify is a positive step for currency issuers, as it makes the process much easier and more transparent. It could also help eliminate fraudulent claims. However, the proposed framework could hamper entities like IDEX that allow for decentralized transactions, with anyone being able to add any token. Therefore, atomic swaps will need to evolve to ensure compliance with this change, should it be approved. Utilizing a rating system like the Crypto Rating Council or requiring that users utilizing atomic swaps come from Know Your Customer, the KYC, and anti-money laundering environments only, the AML, like the Smart Swap does. It will help bring decentralized exchanges closer to compliance. And after exchanges and cryptocurrency technologists create projects at great expense and utilize the Crypto Rating Council, they still may run afoul from securities laws, as the SEC's opinion may differ from that of the CRC on whether or not the token is a security. According to Commissioner Peirce, it's time for cryptocurrency entities to stop looking at the SEC as an enemy, but rather as a partner. Peirce states that her team's goals are to provide useful information into the cryptocurrency space, adding, if you are not sure about where your business stands, come talk to us at the SEC. The best way to approach us is through FinHub, and while we will not give legal advice, we will give things to think about. So give us a call and have a conversation. And as you know, Ripple has been working with all of the regulators from day one. This is what gives them such a leap ahead of most other cryptocurrencies. Obviously, XRP is the currency and Ripple is the company, but still they help guide and protect it and move it along with its use cases as it connects directly to their software and their company. However, the issue of New York having such a low number of licensees still stands. Combined with struggles to afford oversight, what can New Jersey expect as it continues the trend toward heavy regulation of cryptocurrency companies? Let's break it down in terms of the New Jersey's Bill Core. The bill defines digital assets as digital consumer assets, digital securities, and virtual currency. Those who conduct business activities that involve the exchange of these currencies must be licensed. Those who apply for a license must meet 15 rigorous standards, including transparency of business operations, a history of criminal convictions, no litigation pending against them, adequate insurance coverage, as well as a detailed and verifiable history of any other business actions related to digital asset transfer. Overall, the bill appears to mirror other states in its definition of crypto transactions and licensing requirements. In an interview with Cointelegraph, Jonathan Jaranilla, a co-founder of Ledger Atlas, a company focusing on jurisdictional assistance for cryptocurrency, noted, New Jersey and other jurisdictions are playing the arbitrage game similarly to what the cannabis industry has seen, and this is a good thing. States should take advantage of their opportunity to move fast, be innovative, and challenge their counterparts when creating guidelines and laws, especially for crypto. It is clear that the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network and other federal entities will hold all companies to the same high standard. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has further confirmed this by informing all entities transacting in Bitcoin, the pending Libra stablecoin, or other cryptocurrencies will need to comply with federal guidelines. Andrew Yang, who recently ended his bid for U.S. Democratic presidential nomination, was one of the few candidates to address the issue of conflicting regulation of cryptocurrencies in the U.S., citing that although there is no national regulatory framework for crypto, states have come up with a patchwork of varying regulations that make it difficult for the U.S. cryptocurrency markets to compete with those in other jurisdictions, especially in China and Europe. And again, even though Andrew Yang was running on the cryptocurrency thing, he's still only talking about what Donald Trump has been doing for years. Hearings on New York's proposed changes closed on January 27th. The New Jersey bill is currently before the New Jersey's Assembly Financial Institutions and Insurance Committee, which opened its two-year session on January 14. As for the federal government's issuance on new crypto regulations, it's anybody's guess when that will be revealed, as markets have been roiled by the current CV. The convergence of crypto regulatory activity at the state level in New York, New Jersey, Wyoming, as well as the federal level could move the crypto market in a new direction, or remain a patchwork of regulations that will continue to hinder the growth of the U.S. crypto market. But with the SEC as a partner to the cryptocurrency community, the shared future looks very strong. And Hester Peirce has been a true friend to the crypto industry. This article kind of goes into the regulations. Hong Kong's government adopts the FATF crypto regulations style. The Hong Kong authorities have adopted the FATF crypto regulation style, recommended anti-money laundering AML and counter-terrorist financing CTF compliances. The FATF has already described the jurisdiction as largely compliant. February 27th of 2020, the A to Z markets. Hong Kong is one of the leading Asian jurisdictions for the crypto industry, and many crypto companies are based and operate there. This includes crypto exchanges, over-the-counter offices, and brokers. On February 26, Hong Kong's Financial Secretary Paul Chan said his administration would strengthen its AML and CTF regarding crypto. In his recent budget speech, Chan said the changes would respond to recommendations made by the FATF and the Financial Market Supervisor. The FATF updated its guidelines in June 2019 to specifically include virtual currencies. It recommended that regulators keep information about the sender and the receiver in transactions above a certain threshold. Chan said the new regulations could target virtual assistant service providers, the VASP, and the catch-all term used by the FATF in its latest travel rules guidelines. The new regulations could put pressure on crypto exchanges, over-the-counter desk, and brokers in Hong Kong, a global crypto hub, and these entities are already overseen by the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, the HKMA, which recommended in December that the VSPs remain vigilant in self-regulating the activities of their clients. The FATF assessed Hong Kong as largely compliant with its AML CFT guidelines, following an assessment carried out in September 2019. However, this made Hong Kong the leading jurisdiction in the Asian region Pacific to pass the FATF assessment. The proposed changes to Hong Kong's AML CTF policies were presented as part of the government's 2020-2021 budget and will be adopted after a period of public consultation. Carmen Chu, HBC AML law enforcement official, also said, authorized institutions should keep abreast of international and local developments to maintain an updated understanding of the risks. The institution should apply a risk-based approach that supports responsible financial innovation as well as effective MLTF risk management. Chan said the changes could or would mainly affect cryptocurrency exchanges and money transfer service providers. He also added that details of the proposals will release later this year. However, dealers in precious metals, stones, and jewelry will also be subject to the new AML CTF framework. At the same time, cryptocurrency or crypto companies themselves strive to comply with the travel rule. It also provides that cryptocurrency exchanges and others share transaction information beyond certain thresholds. However, they have until June 2020 to do so. And again, here you have the MAS will also enforce AML crypto regulations, Payment Services Act, which came into force on January 29th, 2020. But again, I want to focus on the June 2020. As we come here, have it again. They have until June of 2020. And we know that aligns with a few other dates in cryptocurrency. And again, you have January, February, March as of Q1. Then you have April, May, and June, which ends Q2. Connecting that back to what Christine Lagarde said, most likely the first 2 quarters of 2020, they'll be getting everything sorted out, and they'll play catch up and finish moving forward in the last half of 2020. So from there on, you have, again, January, February, March, Q1, April, May, June, Q2. So when you have the June 2020 for everyone to get sorted out, that is the last month in the second quarter. So that leaves for July, August, September, and Q3, October, November, December, and Q4. I believe in July, that's when things will really start moving, and I would expect to see by then all of these court cases with Ripple getting settled. And as we've shown here, the European regulations are getting in alignment by the end of Q2. We've shown Hong Kong getting all in alignment by the end of Q2. We know that's whenever the, I don't know if they call it quantitative easing. They change the name often, but we know that's when the next round for the U.S. aligns. And it's just going to get very exciting, I believe, from now forward until the end of year of 2020. But I did go a little extensive into these, but I wanted to make sure that you heard everything, and so you are aware of exactly what is happening. As of Brad Garlinghouse stated in his first interview with in 2020, that regulation. I'm curious if anyone has counted that, even in his first interview, how many times he mentions the word regulation. Just for fun, if anyone knows, just drop it in the comments below. I know he said it over and over again. I've never heard him say it as much as he did. All right, I'm going to finish off with a final thought. It only takes one person to change your life. You. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. It is entertainment purposes only. Sorry, this one went a little bit longer, but I did want to clarify the regulations that are going on around the world, starting to align with the U.S. regulatory authorities. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.